Welcome to the Divine Healing Channel. Just to let everybody know that I haven't posted anything for a few weeks as I've been sick with that cold and some kind of stomach flu. So I'm just getting back to myself now and haven't really worked with spirit. So anybody new here, I just like to let you know what my readings are about. Spirit usually has me pull out a book or a deck of cards, and they pull a card out, I set it aside, and at the end of the reading, whatever that card is, it talks about whatever is in that reading. So they're pretty unique in different ways. I bring messages for the collective. This is how it works for me. I don't know how it works for other people, but for me, your guides, whoever you are, I don't know your guides, but they come to my guide and bring messages through me, like through my guide. I channel the messages for you from your guides, but it is my guide that is I'm channeling from, or angels, whatever happens to be present. Sometimes it's ascended masters and whatnot, but today I have no idea. I haven't really tapped in to see what's going on, so I thought I would just kind of just let spirit tell me what they want. And with that, I'm going to begin. So I have to clear my space. I do use Palo Santos as my preference, as I like the smell of it. And it does help. I do at times have to stop videos, and I use these clangers to clear the space. Sometimes I get interference from energies that should not be interfering. So with that, sometimes I'm going to have probably a little bit of a froggy voice off and on today. So I'm going to begin. I've had a few people reach out to me and just to ask if I was okay, because I haven't posted anything for a while. And so yes, I am okay. It took me a bit to get back up on my feet. I get tired and run down very easily, of course, but it's really been 2 weeks. It's been really rough. I don't know what this flu thing is, but holy moly, it really took me out. Okay, so with that, I am going to bring in my guides and clear my space properly so that everybody can be grounded along with it. I call upon universe consciousness of the highest realms for the highest good of humanity to work through me. Allow me the privilege to channel for only the purest light of source. Allow me to channel in a way that also serves my highest good. And I ask the universe protection from negative energies. I call upon Mother Earth Gaia to ground me and connect to source through me. I'm not sure why that doesn't really burn very well, but here we go. Okay, if my guides are ready, I'm ready. I heard I am ready, so that means only my guide is here. I heard others are coming. They just want me to get things started. Okay, so where do you want me to begin, Spirit? They're asking me to bring down Dimensions of Light deck. I should check because I know my camera doesn't always continue to record. Sometimes you'll find I get a lot of interference through electronics and interferes with my videoing and recording. I don't really know what the deal is with that, but I do what I can to lessen that annoyance. But okay, Spirit, what do you want us to tell us today? Now, normally I will sit in the energy. Today I didn't do that. I just pretty much sat down and said, okay, let's do this. Because it has been a few weeks. I'm not really sure. I'm a little off maybe. I don't do personal readings at this time, though I have been doing some personal readings just to see how they go. This one? No? Okay. They want me to... Spirit, what is it you want? Okay, well, that's just way too many. They asked me if I would cut the deck instead. My hand, I don't know, something weird happened with my hand, and it's off, so. Okay. I think this card actually means source, but I'm not sure. 29. 29. Okay. They'll have me read that at the end. I don't even know what the name of the card is. So they don't usually let me, or they don't want me to read it until the end. I don't know what that's about. They just enjoy doing that. Okay, Spirit, where do you want me to begin? The big deck. Okay. Block all contact. Oh, Lord, here we go. Your guidance is needed. Not today, Satan. Oh, and that's in reverse, though. Not today, Satan. Block all contact with that energy. That's what they're telling you. You might be going through some negative things talking about you, but that's in reverse. Here we go. Having a big heart doesn't make you easily manipulated. You knew, you didn't listen. Okay. Okay, Spirit. This is clearly about what this all tells me right now is that you're being asked to block, or you've already blocked somebody. This not today, Satan, not today in reverse is referring to negative energies that are manipulating your life in somehow, in some way, and somehow or some way you're allowing it. I'm not sure how you're allowing it or why you're allowing it. And then this comes out underneath. It's saying having a big heart doesn't make you easily manipulated. You knew, you didn't listen. So your instincts were telling you something. Your intuition was warning you. And you didn't listen to it. But we all do that. And that is, this is in reverse. Confused, not knowing what to believe. Oh, yeah, you're not confused anymore, though. Because you'll reap rewards soon on top of that. You know, we all do that. We all have these little whispers from spirit that, you know, with a warning or a slight message. And, you know, sometimes those messages can be so subtle. Yeah, just hold on a little longer. Destroyer, wise one. It's for your highest good. Whatever has happened or whatever is going on, it has not been to hurt you. And I know that probably sounds strange because your heart's probably breaking. But, yeah, you can't unring the bell. Yeah. Oh, again, what you need to know, not what you want to know. That's been a big message lately. See, and that's another thing, too, is your guides will, what happens is the guides, your guides, everyone's guides, they communicate with each other to help all of us. And what goes on there is they will, whatever the prominent message that needs to be delivered to the largest group is what Spirit will bring to me and have me deliver to you. So I'm not really sure what those messages are or what that message is going to be today, but it seems like you're beating yourself up over something and that you're blaming yourself that maybe you were easily manipulated, but, you know, no. You know, you can't, well, I mean, you can do whatever you want. However, Spirit's trying to give you the message. It'll just be rinse and repeat what is going on, Spirit. Okay. Perhaps that's why you're being asked to stop all the contact, because it's going to be, you know, you can't change anything. It's going to be a continued rinse and repeat with this energy that you're dealing with. And maybe that's the big message today. Okay. So you want all these? Okay, I heard yes. What they're saying here is, okay, so I'm just going to pull up more cards before I elaborate. I'm not really sure for sure. So I don't want to get on a little spiel and then be like, that's not what they wanted. So I'm going to just keep going. But how it really works is the biggest message that needs to be given from the collective today for your highest good is what the gods will bring to me and have me deliver to you. So I don't know what that message is. I don't know who this is all for. I never really know all of that, the specifics of anything. And I don't really need to know because these messages come from a place of love and there's no judgment here. So if you're on this cycle of rinse and repeat with somebody that does negative things to you, there's no judgment over that from Spirit. Spirit's not here to judge you. Spirit is here to guide you through it and out of it. So they're trying to shift you somehow so that you can get some kind of level up here. And they're asking you to call upon Archangel Zachiel because this Archangel, he helps you with your life purpose. He helps you with freedom and education, forgiveness for yourself and for others. So calling upon Archangel Zachiel could really help lead you with the answers perhaps that you are looking for, because they're saying here it's what you need to know, not what you want to know. And now I'm not sure what that is, but there is going to be a message here in the Spirit. The person you trusted most hurt you most. But that was in reverse. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you're not completely aware what this person has done or is doing. Do you want this, Spirit? Hold on, I have something running. Hold on. Sorry for the interruption. Spirit, do you want this? I heard no. Maybe you don't trust this person. They told me just to keep it aside for now. I'm not really sure what they want. Spirit, do you want anything out of this? Okay, want me to cut it? I heard yes. Your lies are not my reality. And power is shifting. One more time, they said. Spending most of your time alone or with the divine. That's why the power is shifting. I'm not really sure. Maybe someday the truth will be known. I'm not really sure what the connect with your spirit team. Yeah, that came up again earlier too about connecting. You must trust completely in the divine. You have to trust your instincts, because your instincts or your intuition, however you want to word that, that is your soul, and your soul is not ever going to betray you. Now, in saying that, you might feel like, oh, well, yeah, but I've tried to connect and, I thought I had the answer and I thought I got the go ahead and, my life went to hell. I'm not responsible for your bad decisions. Grow up already. Yeah. I think you're forcing something out of your, let your gift shine. I think something's being forced out of your life. But, it's easy to mistake your intuition for that computer brain that we have, because that brain will be very insistent. It will be very persistent, and it won't let up. If it's your intuition, that's like a subtle little whisper that you get. It's a subtle little, it's just that little moment in time that your message is in it. Or you could be getting like colors or symbols or something along that line as well. So you know, life, it's not easy. No, I know. But a lot of it stems from our childhood. So those are the times that you put in all those, when you don't get those, like, good job, or that's a girl, or good job, little buddy, or whatever. When you're not getting that confirmation from the people around you, you fill the blanks in yourself. And as children, we all do this. All children do this. They have this unique ability to blame themselves for all their things that go on in their environment. And of course, you know, as adults, you know that that's not possible because children have no power in the world. So, they might be wanting to talk about the inner child or something today. Spirit, what do you want now? They said you said it, the inner child deck. So they want the inner child deck here. So let me grab that. I don't know if how dark this seems. Really dark in here today. I don't know what's going on. Let me throw in some more light here. Hold on. All right. I don't know. Sometimes it just, you know, I just get this darkness that kind of, no matter how many lights I put on, there's just, I don't know, there's always like this darkness that's cast. Not really sure what that is about, but they're asking me to bring out the inner child. And then we're going to get into what's going on here. Just one deck, one card, Spirit. I heard no. Okay. Speak to yourself with kindness. Become aware of how you speak to yourself. I think I brought that up earlier, that you might be beating yourself up because you're just like, in that card that came up about, you know, like you either feel, what was it that you feel like a fool for, be manipulated or something. I can't remember what that card was. I have to go back and look that up. Just the one, Spirit. And number 33 might be significant too. Okay, I heard no. It is time to celebrate. Cultivate an air of celebration today. What's this one? Spend time in nature. Yeah, that's the grounding of Gaia. They're going to ask me to read that Speak to Yourself with Kindness card. So I think somebody's beating themselves up about something here. I'm not really sure why, but, you know, just, you know, even if you didn't listen to that inner voice or your instincts, if you didn't listen to that, I mean, there's going to be plenty of times that you can, you know, like it takes practice. It's not something that just comes very natural for most people because, you know, the society that we live in, it distracts us from having that internal time with ourselves. You know what I mean? Okay, Spirit, what else? Keep guiding me to this angel, to bring down an angel number. I was just asking if this message is being delivered by the guides, and they said yes. So, the collective is beating on themselves, and their guides, your guides, want you to know a special message. I'm not really sure what that is. Okay. But you're not 2424, unconditional love. That's from Spirit. Now, your lies are not my reality. This is you doing that shifting. I mean, maybe you were in a cycle of rinse and repeat. I mean, you still could be in that. I'm not really sure. But see, people get in, see that rinse and repeat. Oh, they're talking about the kindness to yourself. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying, Spirit. All right. Because what happens with, you get in that cycle. It's easy to get into that cycle because, you know, you spend too much time in those lower chakras. They, you know, all those emotions that go on in there. And then you have, on top of it, you know, you get that your brain is like a computer, really, and it's constantly generating thoughts. And that is the trick, to speak to yourself with unconditional love. Yeah. So they're going to just tell you what you need to know today. You're not, whatever it is you want to know, I don't believe you're going to find that message here today, but you're certainly going to find out what you need to know. Because, you know, what we need to know and what we want to know are completely different aspects of life that need to be separated, you know, like it's important at times to need to know certain things. But then there's the times you just want to know. But that wanting to know is not going to be for your highest good, as I just heard. So that's why they only give you what you need to know. Excuse me. Still got a bit of a congestion going on. Okay. But the power is shifting here. Okay, Spirit, what else do you want them to know? They're asking me to bring out these archetype cards. Let me just double check, make sure they're still recording. All right. So they're going to, you want me to separate these? Okay. They're talking about that these lies, they're not talking about that being an external source. They're saying to me that the lies are what you're telling yourself. You're telling yourself lies. And it's shifting your reality. Your lies are creating some kind of reality for yourself, but that's not what you want. That's why they're like, this is what you need to know. That's why it's the rinse and repeat. Because they were asking me, the only reason, they were asking me to move these cards. And I'm like, okay, how do you want these to read? And they're saying this. Because they're saying that the rinse and repeat are your lies to yourself. That's why that card came up in reverse about, okay. All right, I see what's going on here. This is all self-empowerment is what they want this reading to be, about self-empowerment. And you have that ability. Yeah, bullying yourself. Exactly. That's what you're doing. Yeah. Child of nature. A friendship with animals, communication with nature spirits. Yeah, they're asking you to spend a lot of time in nature. And like if you're in the winter months, I mean, I guess you can just on those nice days get out there, but I guess even just going out and shoveling your doorstep and standing out and just taking some big deep breaths of fresh air is you know, it is still spending time in nature. I mean, obviously it's not as good as, you know, to walk barefoot in the grass or have your hands in soil, but it is becoming that time of year, February now, to shout out to my granddaughter's birthday today. Yeah. It is that time of year to be looking at, if you do any gardening or planting seeds, this would be around the time of year you'd be starting to play in your garden and thinking about, you know, all that. So, okay, Spirit, what is it that you want here? Exorcist, but it's in reverse. So the reverse is fear of facing your own demons. That's the rinse and repeat here. Yeah, that's facing that inner child stuff. Oh, that stuff's hard to deal with. You know, but you can do it in smaller increments as well. And then Father comes right up behind it. So this could be something to do with your father. And it was in reverse. So the bottom for in reverse, it's dictatorial control, abuse of authority. That's the rinse and repeat. Yeah, it's all stemming from your childhood. Whatever this figure, and oh, you know what? I think Guardian came up too. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Sometimes the readings kind of blend together. It's hard to keep them straight. Okay, your lies are not my reality, Spirit. What's that one? I think they're asking me to do a lot of cutting today because my hand's weird still and it's kind of swollen. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Pinched a nerve or something. Queen, look, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So you protect others, but you don't protect yourself. What's that about? Come on. Spirit. So you're probably a female. Yeah, looking right behind it is pioneer, light attributes, its passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Yeah, maybe because, see, it's got that heart in there. That maybe you've never, questioned is what I heard. Perhaps you haven't, like, questioned your past. Maybe you haven't questioned why you do this rinse and repeat and tell these lies to yourself, because that's what they're telling me, that you're lying to yourself. And when you lie to yourself, it's bringing in a reality that you don't even want, because your mind is so powerful and you don't know. But then that is what these readings are for, is to help people know, to help people look. And then child orphans on the bottom, even look. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. That's why you're spending so much time alone or with the divine. And you can see, look, see how this individual, this little child even, is like, sorry, sitting, you know, alone, and they're just focusing on the universe. You can see all the planets around them. You can see the fabric of the universe, and they're sitting alone. They're even in their little footy pajamas, you know. You know, you might even feel like you've been orphaned. Maybe this father figure that has done whatever, you know, like maybe you feel like you've been orphaned by this person now. Yeah, and this is in reverse, right? Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to take that one. Okay. Oh, there we go. Servant. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Yeah, see, you're always giving out, see? You're always expelling that energy to others, which is great. I mean, that is really good, but you have to also serve yourself some of that love. Okay, so what is it with Zed Keel here? Call upon Archangel Zed Keel. You know, yeah, because the life purpose, you know, maybe you're looking like, what is my life purpose? He will help you with that, because He has a lot of education. He will help free you from these thoughts. And, because really it all starts and ends with the forgiveness. And, you don't have to forgive that person because it will help that person. Like what they're saying is that, you just worry about yourself. You do that self-healing. You do that unconditional love and speak to yourself with kindness. And that will change your reality. And you don't have to listen to whatever this individual, this father figure has ever done. Like, you don't have to listen to that individual. You listen to your soul. Your soul will never lead you astray. So this here is mediator in reverse. So the reverse is negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. And that's what they're saying. Like Zed Keel, they gain nothing. They gain nothing. So, calling upon your archangels, they're there to help you, to guide you, to bring awareness to whatever situation that you need help with. You just need to call them in. And then athlete here, dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, developing of personal willpower and strength of spirit. And that is what Zed Keel will help you do. Excuse me, sorry. Because what they're saying here, like you could have a physical handicap, you could have a mental handicap or something, but they're saying that if you spend time with spirit and you call in your archangels, they can heal you of all that stuff. You can be healed. You just need to will it into your reality. Okay, spirit, so what's the leveling up? Hedonist, but it was in reverse. Pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. Not really. I'm just thinking that has to do with this other individual, that it's preventing you from being able to level up. It's preventing you from being able to break through whatever emotional childhood issues are going on. You're not pursuing any kind of pleasure in your life, and it's going to be the detriment of your own health. Engineer. So, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. And then power is shifting, goddess comes out, and then bully, look, that comes out again in reverse. So the goddess here, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Yeah, so the power is shifting. Yeah, I believe this is for a female here. I mean, it could be for male too. It doesn't really matter, because energy is energy, and it depends on where you are in your life, because you could be in just, grieving and be more in an emotional state. And it's okay to embrace those feminine emotions, because, whether you're a man or not, you deserve the right to be able to express your emotions, because you're still human. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Being human is being human. So we have bully in reverse. So conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. But that's in reverse. Yeah, I think you're a very, very loving person. You're a very loving individual. And this childhood rinse and repeat behavior that has gone on, it has let you, it's led you, not let you, it's led you, thank you, Spirit, to create a reality around yourself that is all lies, is what they're saying. Okay, I'm not really sure why you're lying to yourself. And then addicts on the bottom. helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. Oh, okay, so that's what this is all about, is just to help you that, even though even though you might not be doing substances, or like, I mean, even food's a substance, really. Like, you could be using all of that to as it's addictive behavior, but also this rinse and repeat is it to yourself, speaking to yourself without kindness and unconditional love. That's addictive behavior as well, because you beat yourself up when you're not even supposed to be beating yourself up, because just because these individuals have done that doesn't mean that you need to. You can stop that cycle, and you can do that in one generation. Honestly, you can. That abuse, you can stop that in one generation. Now this one here, it's talking about a fear of facing your own demons, and that's really hard to do. It is very hard to yeah. Because it brings up it brings up a lot of those things that nobody wants to really deal with, but it also has something about fear down here somewhere too. So, it's the beginning of fear, and it's ending with fear. So everything, that's the rinse and repeat. Like, it's just, it's constantly going, in a circle of rinse and repeat. So that is something that they want you to know, how important it is to speak to yourself with that kindness. Okay, Spirit, is there anything else? You just want me to read this one and this one? Oh, they want me to read those and then call the thing. Okay, so we'll start with the angel number 2424. You might be seeing these numbers too. So 2s, 4s, and 3s, and you could be seeing them in different series as well. So it came in the upright. So it is, you got this. Don't believe us. More like you don't believe in yourself. You need to tap into your confidence and really feel how fabulous and strong you are. Seeing that's athlete there too. You may be a bit anxious or worried about a particular problem right now. Just remember, you are practically overflowing with powerful potential. Accept the possibility of disappointment and just do it anyway. Now is the time to let yourself really shine. Yeah, okay, that's really good, Spirit, because that's exactly what they were talking about here. Assessing goals and strengths, opening up to infinite love, balance, compassion, and joy, self-assurance. Yeah, you need to feed yourself that information, because you're certainly not going to get it from this kind of individual. You might feel like you've been orphaned, because, maybe your parents have been, not what you think that you need in life. Look at that. And I opened it right up to speak to yourself with kindness. Little 33. The stories we tell ourselves can create the patterns of which we live. The rinse and repeat, see? In our daily lives, the words that we choose to speak over ourselves can deeply influence how we think and act. We are often unaware of just how critical our self-talk can be, or how often we engage in it. If you have pulled this card, then it may be time to review your self-talk. And there's an inner exercise here that they want me to read as well, so this might be helpful to you. If you are currently in a place of negative self-talk, this practice will focus on becoming aware of the negative self-talk as it occurs. During this exercise, ask yourself, am I speaking to myself with love right now? When you are reviewing your self-talk. Okay, so it can be helpful to use an object such as a piece of jewelry as a physical reminder to speak to yourself kindly. An object of high value can be even more beneficial, particularly if your negative self-talk focuses on the idea of a lack of personal worth. And that's what we were talking about here, how you're telling lies to yourself about your self-worth. If you can, choose an item of value of importance in this exercise. You are worth it. What does it say here? Once you have an object, practice becoming more aware of your self-talk. As the beginning of the day, set an intention to be aware of how you speak to yourself. Oh, excuse me. Throughout the day, as soon as you notice a negative thought, touch the object and remember that you are worthy of positive and hopeful self-talk. Whenever negative thoughts you had, speak the opposite to yourself out loud. Practice this as many times as you can throughout the day. If you feel that you need an extra dose of positive self-talk, think about 3 to 5 uplifting affirmations, things you like about yourself. Write them down and place them somewhere you can easily see them. Say them to yourself or aloud every time you see this note. Now, you cannot do this exercise if you're upset or if you're feeling down. You have to be like when you're in a happy mood, and you can write down, I love my laugh. I love my hair. I love how I love other people. I love how I show up in the world. That is the kind of stuff that you do, and that is the time that you do it. You don't, when you're, like you're upset or, something bad's happened, you don't make those affirmations then, because they will be more on the negative. No matter how much you want them to be positive, they won't be. So, or you could do journaling here. They're saying, how do you feel when you speak to yourself with love and kindness? Yeah, you could do like little experiments. You can be like, talk really good to yourself. I mean, not every day you're going to be able to do that, though it is best. It's inhumanly impossible because, we go through all those gamut of emotions and, feelings of anger and frustration, and just sometimes we're just triggered about the smallest or the largest things. How does your inner child feel when you hear these words? Try writing down how you feel at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week, and notice a difference after completing this exercise. So that is actually a really good advice, because say at the beginning of the week you're writing down these things, and then at the end of the week you could be your week could have started off really high and ended up really low, but at the end of the week when you read back, you're like, yeah, hey, yeah, I'm awesome. So those are the things that Spirit wants you to remember, because those negative thoughts do create your reality. So 29, I don't even know what that card's called. Helping hand from the universe. Not even joking. Spirit. Okay, why do they keep pulling them forward? All right. So, helping hand from the universe. What a human can accomplish through one's efforts can be extraordinary. However, when embarking on a spiritual path, and that's why you're like with the divine here, you're spending time with that. There will be times when what is necessary for fulfillment is more than one person can accomplish through willpower alone. Certain situations require spiritual intervention. That's why they're asking you to call in Zadkiel to set events right. When you recognize such a need for grace in your life and the world, your prayers and yearnings can be the catalyst for spiritual alchemy, triggering a series of uplifting twists that could not have otherwise occurred. Spirit is very powerful, but it cannot intervene for the betterment of our affairs unless we use our free will to invite it in to do so. That's why they're asking you to bring in Zadkiel, because they cannot, your guides, they can try to bring you these messages, but ultimately it's up to you to call in your archangels and Spirit to help you out of the situation that you're in, or the emotions, whatever. Let your willpower be supplemented by the spiritual workings of a greater intelligence at play. Ask for divine blessing and assistance for the greater good. Spirit wants something beautiful to happen for you and for all. And that's why I was saying that your soul will never lead you astray, because, that's why you get that little whispering voices, like to do or not to do something. And, we all have that. I mean, it takes practice. Some people don't have it as easily, it doesn't come as easy to them, but you know, it has a lot to do with that, that inner child and that self-speak. So that has a lot to do with it. So, okay, Spirit, is that it? One more. What's that? They want a postcard here from Spirit, so I'm just going to grab this deck here. Okay. So yeah, this is all about healing your inner childhood today. You know, like, don't let those, you know, from the adults, you know, you got to remember too, like your parents or their guardians, whoever has raised you, you know, they have their own traumas too. And, you know, their traumas can deeply affect your life. Yes, especially as a child. Now, that's because that adults or guardians or whoever they have been, they have not done the work to heal themselves. So that's why they're just like, you know, they might just be in that rinse and repeat, and that might never stop for them. But you can break that cycle. Do you want to pull one out, or? Okay. This one. This one? Okay. Dearest you. Okay. Since you're on Earth, you understand how buildings are built. Yes? A good solid foundation, and yet flexible too, in case of an earthquake. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it is built from a solid base. Whether it be an idea that takes form one step at a time, or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as do a general site check to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Do this and know you are building your life on a perfect and solid foundation, or sound foundation, which will allow you to welcome the many miracles waiting to come to visit. We're so happy for you and so intrigued by what you are building. Oh, Spirit, that was really nice. So there you go. And that's what they're talking about. That, you know, that kindness to yourself, that's your foundation. You know, like your parents might have, you know, set that foundation, but like they're saying, there's a lot of cracks in it, but you can fix those cracks. So with that, thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful message. I'm going to close this reading because they can just keep going on and on and on. And they want me to do another reading after this one. So not sure who this message is for, but I hope it finds you well. And I hope this helps you to find a little love for yourself, that unconditional love that you give to others. So I hope you find that for yourself, and you are able to recognize that and speak to yourself with that kindness. And with that, Spirit, I'm going to close the reading. And I hope this video finds you well. Have a good day.